We're going to look at some ideas now of how to help out a partner when we're dealing with a four-pointed opponent, whether it's like turtle on the elbows and knees or someone's actually trying to build up to the hands. So Landon's in a turtle position, and I'll get you to just turn slightly like this, Landon.
Yep.
Now Kevin's got that body lock that we talked about. Now, anytime we're doing these certain upper body kind of controls, sometimes it's going to be harder to get in as a partner and help out, but we can still do stuff here. So if Landon's able to post out in ways and be a real pain in the butt for Kevin here, one of the things that I'm able to do is come in and get the legs in the same way we kind of talked about, that we're going to talk about with multiple officer takedowns. I'm going to move in and I'm going to just look to bind the legs together. This arm's going to reach through on the inside, and I'm looking to control to that far knee, or also grabbing here at the ankle and the calf. I'll show you a different angle. So I can grab here and try pulling these legs in as Kevin takes them in that direction. We have to just make sure that we have the same goal of going in this direction. As you've trained the body lock control and being able to pull somebody off to the side here, that when Kevin does this, I know that Kevin's going to walk his hips out that way and look to collapse Landon down onto the left hip, like that. So I want to help Kevin out by facilitating force in that direction. So here, Landon, if you can just posture up for a sec, completely here. My arm is coming through and grabbing to that far knee because I just want to make sure that Landon can't keep adjusting his base and moving his left knee out like that. That's going to make it difficult for Kevin. If I can even just do this and just block it, I can't move it in, one arm. Much easier for Kevin now to pull Landon's center of gravity outside of his ability to base and make him collapse. From the back angle, here, I can reach through and grab at the knee, and I can also grab through at the knee here, or I can even grab here. And it depends on, like, maybe Landon, once he starts to almost get buckled, he's going to try and post this left leg on the mat, like that, and go out wider. So maybe I feel like it's difficult for me to try and control the knee here, or just controlling that ankle and pulling that in. Even if I do just this with both arms, and now Kevin can pull them off to the side, and I'm able to move and lay on top of the legs. Controlling the legs is something that I'll be talking about later in this instructional. So help taking that leg out in some way so that your partner's able to pull in that same direction. Another thing is just going to be controlling with the head. If Landon wants to posture up right now, his head has to lift. He has to have posture. If I'm able to keep his head pinned down to the ground here, and I'm not driving his head aggressively into concrete or anything, I'm just going to lock my arm out, and on the back of the head I'm just going to be putting some force here so that he can't posture up. I'm going to be able to help Kevin out here. And now even just with this little bit of posture break too, now if Kevin just pulls off to the side, quite easy to control. And then we either can both be here trying to control the upper body, or I'll have to move myself to try and work in tandem with him. So here, one more from this angle, your head, one more here. Kevin gets in that control. He's struggling with his client, I'm moving in. I break the posture. I affect posture, I just connect his head down to the ground. I can keep communicating with him. I can try and take over that role. We can even look to reach through and try and control the arm in some way just to make sure that we're denying him the ability to base out that side. I'm not too concerned about this side besides the fact that he might try and reach and like grab something off my belt. So be mindful of that. I can certainly just bring a leg in to kind of check on the outside here, reach through, and now Kevin pull off to the side to drop him down. And then here I'm going to choose to migrate down the legs. So when we're looking at these techniques where the first officer is probably going to be controlling somewhere around the midsection of the body, controlling the hips, controlling the rotation of the client, where can we get in at the opposite ends, working with the legs to help try and deny base, or moving up towards the head so that we can deny effective posture to make the client less athletic, to once again be able to use less force together to be able to, in a more slow and controlled manner, put the person down in a position where we're going to be able to effectively get the hands behind the back and cuff them, or work out other means of being able to de-escalate the situation.